Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and as you can see I've got a double page layout happening here, all 3x4 slots, and these are all photos from the San Diego Zoo. So I'm working on San Diego today, and I have every pocket filled, but I did choose to cut down this photo already. I actually think I'm probably going to cut it down more even than this because I want to be able to embellish well and have enough room, and this still takes up a good amount of the pocket. So that one will probably get cut down even more, and I'll build some kind of a fun card there with my zoo stuff that I have, and then probably just some other minimal embellishments around, maybe here, maybe up top here, we'll see. But my first order of business is to get out my bin that has all of my stuff for San Diego. All right, so I grabbed my bin, and as you can see, I have a lot of zoo stuff in there. I'm gonna move this first because I don't need those cards, but I do need all of this if I can get it. Here we go. So I've got that, and then I also have a second one because I had actually put in, I don't need this thing, the vacation mode, but I do need this stuff. I had put in some zoo things into a different bin because I had more than one trip I was waiting to scrap, and I went to the zoo in more than one place. I also went to the zoo in St. Louis, and so I had them in there. Once that was done, then I moved that over, and now all of the zoo stuff goes into San Diego because that's the only trip I have left to scrap right now where I actually went to a zoo. So my next thing here is to cut down this photo a little bit more. And let's see here. So right now it's about 3 inches. I might go to 2.5. Where would that put me? Yeah, I could do 2.5. There we go. And I think for now I'm going to leave the width as it is because it fits nicely, just being straight across. If I find a paper or some kind of background where I feel like it would be better to also cut the other way to show more of the background, I will, but right now I'm okay with this as is. Within my zoo stuff, I picked out some backgrounds that I think might work, and actually, you know what, I'm gonna move this over. There we go. So this is the picture I'm trying to fit. I do have this background that's already been cut because I used it for something else. And I like the color scheme because I've got a lot of color happening here, but I kind of don't like it because it's very African kind of. I've got leopard spots here. I've got a zebra. I've got giraffe. I'm not sure that's quite what I want because this is clearly Australian. It says Australian Outback. But I like a little bit more of a bold color. Clearly if I used it, I'd have to like do some white strips on the side or something to tone it down a little bit. But I like it. And then this one, I haven't even cut into it yet. This is what's on the other side, which definitely doesn't fit. But I freaking love this green. And there's green in all the photos. So you can see, like, it's a pretty good match. And again, here, I'd have to do a border, you know, some kind of white strips, something, or even washing maybe of some type to separate that. But I really like the intensity of this green. And then I have this one, which I think is probably the closest to this because it's got all the pole, totem pole kind of markings here, which I love, but it's super busy. That's the only thing that worries me about it. Definitely I'd have to do something to separate that, but I really like the style and the color. Again, I haven't cut into it for anything, so I have plenty to work with, which is always nice. And then I have this one, which I love the blue color. It matches really well with the sky that's peeking through in these photos. But again, the problem is, look at the animals that are on it. They're very African. Not that anybody would probably look that closely, but I would know. And I think it might bother me in the end. I mean, a lot of it would be covered up. So I'm just not sure. What I might do is just like cut a piece out of this one. This is the other side, by the way. Doesn't work at all. I may just cover or cut a 3x4 piece out of that plus this one and just see what I think of it. Kind of try them both, get a feel for how it looks with the overall layout and go from there. All right, so I have cut pieces of both of these, and I definitely think the blue looks better as a background. I tried this one and it's quite wild. Not in love with that at all, but I have come up with something. Perhaps use this as the background, maybe cut this down a little bit more even, and then maybe fussy cut part of this, like along this yellow line, maybe, and then I could like overlap it at the top or the bottom or something. I mean, I love the paper, so I want to use it somehow, and I'm not quite sure how to do it other than that, because the whole piece of it is just too much, I feel like. But maybe cutting out that, or even at this brown line here, or the zigzag here, something. Maybe I can cut it and make that work. All right, so I cut my two pieces out just to see what I like, and I discovered this one is really too small. It's too narrow, and the way that the curve goes doesn't work the greatest with the photo. But this one is big enough where I feel like it actually does work. So if I place the photo kind of like that, and then I put this at the bottom, actually I can move the photo down even a little more. There we go. I actually really like that. Far better than the other one or anything else I had planned. So I think that is going to end up like that. So I have these extra pieces, which I don't know what I'll do with those, but at least I have an idea here. And then hopefully I will have some kind of phrase label, some kind of sticker, embellishment, something that I can kind of maybe put at the top here that's relatively small, and then I can worry about embellishing the rest of this. The other thing I'm considering is possibly moving these two photos and have this one here instead, because this is, you know, spelling out what it is. So I feel like maybe that should be in the top left. Actually, you know what? Let's just go with that. I like the way it looks. We have that, and then these are still diagonal, which I like. The animals are diagonal. It's all good. All right, I've pulled out some of my sticker sheets so I can start looking at those to see, do I have anything on here that would work? Something generic that says like zoo or zoo day at the zoo, like right there. That one might be okay. I thought I had something on here that actually said koala. If this just hanging out, that's too big though. That's not going to work with what I have. Yeah, there aren't even really any small phrases on there. One, I think, safari monkey. Oh, I have several that say safari. And on here, polar bears, panda bear. Oh, koala bears right there. Okay, it's brown though. Is that gonna work? Maybe I have some brown in here and right here. Okay, so that one I probably have to use, and then after that, I'm not sure. Oh, I have these two. These cut aparts. Animal Magic, that's kind of cute. Let's Hang Out, I could maybe use that one on the koalas as well. I'll have to look through those and just see, and I don't remember what all these phrases are, so I have choices. I'll look through those. I did cut out the Animal Magic one, so I'm going to attach that right now over here. I think I'm going to go flush with the left-hand side. Overlap the photo a little bit. There we go. Is that straight? Let's see. Yep, that's pretty good. All right, so I have that one. I don't think I'm going to do anything there. And then on this one over here, I cut out from here. That was from this cut apart set here. This is from Bramble Fox. I cut out the one that says Let's Hang Out, and I think I want that. You know what? I was thinking left, but since I have this one on the left, maybe I should go over here to the right just to balance it out a little more. I can do that, and I would cut off just a little bit more of this. It's got a little too much at the edge there. There we go. I can put that one flush to the right-hand side. There we go. Is that even? Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. All right. So now I have that. And I'm feeling like maybe I want rhinestones or puffy dots something, enamel dots something, I don't know, like around this. I feel like it's still very flat and I want a little bit more texture. So I'm gonna grab those and I'll be back. Okay, I think this one is done. I decided to use rhinestones on here and I have one over here. I went with a light green, and then over here I have two of those up towards the top. And then I actually decided to just throw on kind of a topaz colored one down here for some extra shine to really lift the layout a little bit. And I'm actually very happy with that. So here's another one finished for San Diego. Thanks for watching.